Hey, how you doing? I'm CK. This is my kitchen. It is my channel. So this is CK's Kitchen channel, the YouTubes, right? So decided it's been a little while since I made a video, and I wanted to cook for the family today. So Vincenzo got the camera. CK and Peg is out doing the stuff that chicks do when they go out. So I'm making dinner. I am making, as you can tell by the array of ingredients in front of me, apricot glazed chicken. So what I got for this is like 2.5 pounds of chicken legs. I got a couple packages of chicken legs here. I've got Russian dressing. So with my Russian dressing, this is what I'm looking for, this nice red Russian dressing. If you can't find it, there's a Catalina kind of dressing that's similar. You can substitute Catalina, ain't nobody gonna know. I mean, I'll know and you'll know, but nobody else is gonna know. I got apricot preserves, I got ketchup, I got some onion soup mix, and just a little salt and pepper, because you always need a little salt and pepper, right? So what I'm going to do real fast is I'm going to pat dry my chicken legs and then give them a little salt and pepper and just put them aside in a plate, just to hang on to until we're ready to make our marinade. So I'm going to do that right now. A little salt and pepper. Here's an important thing to know, chicken can take a lot of salt. So, you worry sometimes about it. I don't want to taste too salty. And you can't get too salty, but you got to kind of work it to get too salty. That takes an effort. Don't worry about the fact that I did not wash my hands up before picking the salt and pepper thing up. I am just about out of this combo here. So I am going to be nuking it. So this will get washed, just like my hands are getting washed. Okay, next step, moving to make the glaze. Okay, what we're ready to do now is prepare our glaze. So the glaze, I usually say about 8 ounces of apricot glaze. I've got what's left in the jar since last time I made this, which is probably close to 8 ounces. I mean, the jar was 16 ounces to start it. I made it last time the same thing, so according to my calculator, half of that will be 8 ounces. So I used half last time, half this time. So that starts out with a little apricot preserve there. 1 package onion soup mix. I guess you could just figure out the constituent ingredients in onion soup mix. I ain't got time for that. I got onion soup mix. I got that. And then I need like, I don't know, 4, 5, 6 ounces of Russian dressing. So I got like 5.5 ounces here. I don't know. Put that in. Now I know right now what you're saying is ketchup, dressing, apricots. That's my oven binging. I've been preheating my oven to 350. So my oven is preheated to 350 now. So ketchup, I don't know, I need like, 3-4 tablespoons of ketchup. That's a tablespoon of ketchup. You can pause it. There you go, that's the last one there. That was me being really neat right there. It's going in the sink right there. Okay, now it's time to touch some chicken again. What I'll do is I'm just gonna, first let me mix this up, give it a little mix. Makes sense considering this powdered soup in there, and that needs to get mixed. So this is kind of a, sweet and tangy. I wouldn't say sweet and sour so much, but between the salad dressing and the vinegar and the ketchup, you get a little bit of tanginess to go with the sweet apricot. And of course salt and pepper is already on the chicken. So you mix it up real good there. Now I'm going to just go ahead and just pop the chicken right in. Now this is a glaze, it's a marinade. You want to call it a brine, you can call it a brine. I don't care what you call it. So you could do this as far in advance as you want to do, let the chicken marinate. You can do it, maybe if I was smarter than I am, I wouldn't have preheated the oven. I would have done this first, and then the preheat oven time would have at least been, 10-15 minutes of time for this. But I'm putting it all in, and we're going to let it marinate a little bit until it's ready to put on. So let's assume we're going to give this like 15 minutes. I'll be back in like 15 minutes, and we'll do the next stage. Hey, okay, so we've given some marinating time. I ain't gonna move the chicken legs from bowl to a greased pan to put in the oven. So here's how it works. 350 for about 45 minutes. That'll cook the chicken pretty nice. Then I'm gonna crank it up a little bit to maybe 400. Nah, I don't think much higher than that. 425 if I'm feeling crazy. And leave it in there for like 15 minutes. So the glaze could become more glazy, it can get a little brown. So like center rack, 350, 45 minutes, and then crank it up a little bit to get a little more glaziness. Maybe spoon some of the marinade that pours off, back on top. And before I do it, I can hear what you're thinking. But what are you gonna serve with that? Just so you know, I'm gonna Instant Pot some corn. It takes like 2 minutes. Of Instant Pot time. You just pop it in there with a cup or two of water, set it for 2 minutes, and then when it's boom, you got corn on the cob. If you're feeling good and you're grilling, throw that on the grill afterwards for a minute or two just to grill it up a little bit. Oh, that's really cool, but I'm not doing that today. Having some peas, having some egg noodles because Vincenzo loves the egg noodles. Maybe throw a little butter and oil in there. And we're gonna have some bread. I baked a loaf of bread earlier. It's still a little warm. Yeah, we're gonna do that. So let's get our chicken set up here. And I'm gonna do is grab a spoon, and we're gonna just go ahead and a little messily, because why not? But because this is the flavor, the apricot. That's what's making this a different piece of chicken than every other time you eat chicken. I don't do this one very often. I don't know why I don't do it often, because it's pretty easy, as you can see. It's just mix a handful of ingredients and then throw it in the oven. So like I say every time I do something that I don't do often, I'm gonna do this more often, hey! But I'm not gonna do it more often. I'm gonna forget I said that. Yeah, so put extra glaze. It's going in the oven, and we'll see you when it comes out of the oven. I'm gonna go wash my hands real fast. Bye. Yeah, we're about 20-25 minutes into the first cooking process. Just wanted to show you a peek. Okay, so it's looking good. I'm gonna plate it, but first, I'm gonna do a little something special. I'm gonna teach you a little trick that I learned. Come over here. Okay, so I made some corn in the Instant Pot. I told you, like 2-minute setting, right, for the Instant Pot? So here's the corn, it's in the Instant Pot. But what I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna put some butter and some salt right here in this glass container. Hold on a second, I gotta check something. Yo, Peg! Peg, you want regular salt or you want seasoned salt on your corn?
Regular.
Okay, regular salt. So I'm gonna sprinkle a little bit of salt in here. Just a little bit. And here's what we do. Come here, come here. Over here. Don't steam up my camera. We're gonna put the corn right in with the butter and the salt. You see where this is going? And I'm just going to close it up. And the heat of the corn is going to melt the butter. And I'm rolling it all around. Over my head. Oh my God, it's scary. And we'll have buttered corn. I'll see you at the table. Yeah, so now that I put the meal together, I'm going to call the family down. So this is just a quick, relatively easy meal to make. It's just a couple ingredients for the glaze and it makes beautiful chicken. Just make some side dishes and you're good to go. So from CK's kitchen channel to your kitchen channel, make some chicken. Have a good one.